God bless you for that reading. Thank you. Before I go into the explanation of what we have just read, I would like us to open to the book of Proverbs, chapter 25, verse 15. Proverbs, chapter 25, verse 15, and you say after me, our memory verse. I'm not getting you, our memory verse. It's taken from Proverbs, chapter 25, verse 15. And it says, by long forbearing, is a prince persuaded, and a soft tongue breaketh the bone. Our memory verse is taken from Proverbs chapter 25, verse 15, and it says, by long forbearing is a prince persuaded, and a soft tongue breaketh the bone. Like in the course of our yesterday, I did say there are many ways you can do something. Maybe you want to pass across a message. For instance, maybe I want Brother OJ to sit down. There are two ways I can say it that will make Brother OJ not to be offended. Or one of the ways, Brother OJ will not be offended, but there's another way I can say it that will take offense. Even though he's going to obey, but it will not be down, it will not be too well with him with that word. For instance, I want to say, sit down there. Brother OJ, sit down there. And I will say, Brother OJ, please, can you sit down there? Are there differences? I'm communicating. Are there differences? Good. Let me know. You see, please respond. Let me know I'm not the only one doing this matter this morning. Praise the Lord, though. Yeah. Now, I just wanted to explain what this memory verse I just spoken of. He said, for by long forbearing, is a priest persuaded. We need to forbear one another in our marriages. Sometimes it could be cumbersome. We need not to run away from that. But even in the midst of how cumbersome it is, we should forbear one another. And a soft tongue breaketh the bone. There are ways you can say something, the heart of that person will mend. And there are also the same way you will say it, the heart of that person will be rigid. May the Lord help us in Jesus' name. Now, from where we have just read, I discovered there's something that God did in that chapter of the Bible. He carried out a divine surgical operation. A divine surgical operation. Because when he created Adam, we all know the story. When he created Adam was alone. And God looked at it. He said, no, this young man should not just be alone. Let me create somebody that will be a helpmate to him. Even though they were animals, they were all form of other things that are there. But God felt that they were not compatible enough with Adam was not compatible enough with the animals. And he decided to, bring about the person of Eve. And the Bible made us to understand that God started it. The Bible made us to understand that God has to do some surgical operation in the life of Adam by causing a deep sleep on him so that he could remove one of the ribs to form the woman. And when God did it, Adam said, this is a woman. There's something I like there. He said, the bone of my bone and the flesh of my flesh. And Adam, the only job that Adam did at that time was to give names to the animals, also give name to the birds of the air, and all of that. And he also did something. The Bible, he said, and Adam said, she shall be called woman, shall cleave to his wife. Yes. Whenever we want to get married, they say the parents, the man will leave his wife and will leave his family, mother and father, and cleave to his wife. And they two shall become what? They shall become one. May I ask a question? How many of us men that are really cleaving? Remember that woman you married has left her father's name. She's not bearing your name. In other words, she's not your property. But how much do you cleave to her? That is the crux of the matter this morning. The Lord will help us in Jesus' name. We have 2 lessons last night this morning to trash out. One of the lessons, I said, scriptural principle guiding marriage. Scriptural principle guiding marriage. Then the second outline says, understanding the love language. Understanding the love language. Number 1, scriptural principle guiding marriage. They say couple should understand the following scriptural principle. That the couple, male and female, is the image of God. Every one of us that are seated here, we are created in the image of God. That is why God said he created he created them, how did he put it? Yes, male and female, he created them. So we should have it right at the back of our mind that we are all God's image. Now, the difference in male and female are God's design, therefore should be accepted as complementary and not competitive, to compete with one another. The Bible even says that comparing yourself with another is what? It's foolishness. So that your husband has so much money, and so you want to pursue him to have the same money, I mean, it doesn't call for it. Because for me as an individual, what often comes to my mind, whatever we have here on earth is going to die here on earth. Am I making any sense this morning? We brought something to this world, and it's also certain that we're not going to take anything from this world. So why the competition in the first instance? So for God to have designed me as a woman, he has also given him his own fan, and who has designed this other person to become a man. That is all we owe God. Not for us to begin to trouble ourselves. Oh, because my husband is a PhD holder, if I'm not a PhD holder, then what will happen? Hey, okay, may the Lord help us in Jesus' name. Now, another thing we need to look at, that marriage is a divine institution, and it's a relationship of companionship. Marriage is supposed to be, I and my husband are supposed to be a companion. We are supposed to, in fact, every husband and wife should be what? Should be friends. They should be able to be there for one another. Yes, we know that the men are the head. We're not competing with that. The men are the head. Then the woman is the helpmate. But we need to be friends so that I can do my own job and you can also do your own job. May God help us in Jesus' name. Now that God's intent for marriage is to be an inestimable source of joy and fulfillment. Somebody may ask me, things are going down the road these days. It is because, number one, it could be as a result of pride. It could be pride from the man. It could be pride from the woman. Nobody is ready to come down. According to our former Daddy Wago, he said, come down from your high horse. A lot of us were in our high horse. To come down is an issue. May God help us in Jesus' name. That through marriage, God intends to bring redemption to human race. That marital relationship provides the vehicle for the incarnation of the Savior Jesus Christ. I would like somebody to help me read Ephesians chapter 5, verse 31 to 32. Ephesians 5, 31 to 32. A fast reader, I beg your pardon.